I wanna play Enclosure. I wanna know what it's like. Hello everyone, welcome once again to Enclosure. We are playing Enclosure. We have fun time playing Enclosure today. Speaking of fun, the first thing I want to do, as promised, we're going to go outside in just a moment. But before I do that, I want to do something that I keep forgetting to do. Somebody pointed out a couple of videos ago that I forgot to show one room off in the complex, and that is, of course, the most important room, or probably at least certainly one of the most important rooms in the entire complex, the bathroom. And it's kind of, okay, as the game says, this is what we call a restroom. Well, thank you for the correction, game. Here, crap is given where crap is due. That's right. I guess this is a good place, as good a place as any to do that. And I guess the reason I keep forgetting about it is because there's really not much here. I mean, it's a bathroom. It's exactly what you'd expect. It must be a unisex bathroom because I think it's the only bathroom in the whole station. So there are, 3 stalls here for men and women to pass off their things that they've eaten, and then on the right here you have a urinal for the men. I think generally women can't really. I guess technically they can, but it would probably be pretty messy, and I think they're. Anyway, let's not discuss that now. This is a bathroom, and we can look at. It's a urinal, nothing more. There's really not much to it. The bathroom. I have to admit, this is probably the most boring bathroom that I've ever seen in an adventure game, which is probably why I keep forgetting it and haven't really been eager to show it off because you'd think that in a bathroom there's always much fun to be had, but there really just is nothing here. It's just a urinal. And I mean, you can go inside. You can open the doors. You can say open door. And then he walks in and closes the door. And then you get a oops. Flush. Ah, that's better. And I think you can't go in again. Yeah, you'd like to, but you've run out of supplies. Wonder if that means toilet paper or is he out of poop? Probably the latter. And you can also, for some reason, after you've done that, you can still use the urinal. Flush. Such a relief. Much better. I mean, I don't know. I know some guys like to use the urinal rather than the stalls, but I think if you're already sitting on the stall, you can do both the number 1 and number 2 at the same time. I think that is possible. I think you can be efficient that way. I'm not necessarily saying that you have to super optimize your life to be really of a machine-like efficiency, but I think that if you're already sitting down in there, you can also do the other business while you're there. Anyway, that's it. That's really, you can look in the mirror and there's not much to see. Oh my, don't you look handsome today. I'm looking good. And of course you can wash your hands, which is something that you should do after you use the toilet, but some people don't, which is kind of gross. And you can keep washing your hands. And you can do it over and over until the doctors come and arrest you for having OCD. Or not arrest you, but commit you or take you away or whatever for having OCD. And that's it. And you might notice, if you're observant, you might notice there is one red pixel right there, just to the upper right of the urinal there. And you might think that that's significant, but I haven't found any significance for it. If you just say, look at the wall, it's partly tiled, yeah. It doesn't say anything about the, I don't think it's a button or anything like that. It doesn't appear to be, anything. It's just maybe a graphical glitch. I don't know if that's even supposed to be there, but anyway. That was the bathroom. I wasted probably more time than was really becoming on the bathroom because I wanted to give it its due because, the bathroom is important. Bathrooms are important structures. We sometimes don't appreciate how important bathrooms are, but anyway, so last time we went outside and froze to death, so let's not forget to get our coat. And now we are ready to go outside. Open door. And here we are. Yep, the stormy weather has calmed down. It's safe to go out now. So let's see. Over here we have that helicopter which we landed when we came in, and it looks like I can't go to the right. I'm not sure why. I guess there's supposed to be snow blocking the way, but it doesn't really look like there's that much snow. But anyway, we can't go to the right from here. We can look around. We can look at the helicopter. The helicopter looks pretty damaged by your landing skills. Let's just hope Frank knows how to fix it. Can we fly the helicopter? What's a fly? Boy, well, Well, maybe the word enclosure refers to the vocabulary of the game, because it's actually enclosure is not really the right word. It would be more like restricted or I don't know. What's the best translation of beschränkt from German? Probably, yeah, probably constrained or limited or something like that. Anyway, we do have two barrels here. Oh, one of the barrels seemed to be opened recently. I think a more idiomatic way of saying that would be it seems to have been opened recently, but okay. Can we get a barrel? The game keeps saying it's not yours for the taking. Well, it's an adventure game. I mean, the whole point of playing an adventure game is to pick up things that are not nailed down because um, I guess adventure game protagonists are kleptomaniacs, and so are adventure game players. I never really realized that about myself, but since I'm a huge adventure game player, maybe that means I have sort of a suppressed or closeted kleptomania that I'm trying to be in denial about. Anyway, can we look in the barrel? Yeah, I know that I'm trying to look inside it. Can we, is there something written on the barrel? Okay. I'm going to assume they're oil barrels. I mean, they kind of look like they're oil barrels, or maybe they're fuel for the helicopter. But either way, I wonder if they're connected with that strange oil stain that we suddenly discovered in the station one or two videos ago. Can I look in the window? There are some small windows in the station. That's true. I wanted to look through the window. Okay, game is not really cooperating. The game does have a somewhat limited command of stuff. Anyway, so we can't go right or down from there. We could only go left to this screen. So here's another screen. This is it's the West Wing. A large tower appears in the distance. Yes, there's the tower that I said was somewhat perhaps phallic in nature. Can we look through the windows here? No, just as there's small windows. Can we look at that grate over there? There's some grating here. Okay, can we open the grate? Oh, get closer first. Maybe this is our secret passage into. It won't budge. It doesn't need to be opened. Well, if the game thinks that it doesn't need to be opened, you could have told me that when I was standing over here. I mean, you don't really have to make me walk all the way there just to say that. If you, all right, whatever. Don't think. Yeah, I can't go up from here or down from here either. We can only go left from here. And here we have some oil wells. In this wide open and quite snowy field, you see the remains of what appear to be derricks. Oh, they've been out of order for years. Hi, Derek. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the oil wells had names. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Derek. Derricks. And there on the ground appears to be, there's a pickaxe just laying around. I think that should be lying around, but anyway, let's get the pickaxe. Okay. You dust off the snow and take the pickaxe. I love that sound so much. I'm having way too much fun. I'm sorry. I don't know if it seems annoying or childish that I keep making little sound effects in response to the game, and like I'm singing now when I start playing the game. I'm just having so much fun. I just really like these types of games because, the game is not really that impressive. I mean, graphically speaking, there's not a lot to it. The interior of the station is just mostly gray walls and boring environments, and out here there's really not much to see except a whole lot of snow. So you'd think it would be very boring, but I'm having the time of my life playing this game because it's really just, it's fun. I mean, this is the kind of game that I like to play. You just walk around and you look at stuff, and there's no, there's no pressure. It's not timed or anything. You can take as long as you want and just fool around and explore, and I mean, I like that kind of thing. So I apologize if anybody thinks that this game is really boring and stupid, and if my antics are very childish or whatever, but I mean, I'm having fun, so I hope that you folks are still having fun watching me as well. Anyway, let's press F4, and we can look at the pickaxe here. This tool might come in handy at some time. Okay, can we pick at the ground, or can we dig? One question, why? I don't dig it. Okay. I'm not even sure what to say to that. I think that was I guess that was supposed to be a joke, but it's just kind of a little bit silly, but okay. I think we can't go, we can't go left or down from here. We can't go up, but there is a path back here. Ah, That's nice. This is a little frozen lake. Though it's a bit chilly, you do enjoy this environment. It kind of reminds you of Christmas back home. A large lake lays frozen. You wish you'd brought your skates. A big piece of rock is blocking the way to the west. Okay. I'm going to guess that stepping onto that ice might be precarious. Let's go ahead and save our game here just for a moment. Lol, get it? All right. Can I step onto... Okay, apparently the lake does bear our weight. Okay, fair enough. Can I look at this rock here? A big rock is blocking your way to the west. There's a small hole in the rock. Can I look in the hole? There is a small hole in the big rock. Can I look through the hole? Yeah, I know there's this... Is there seriously not a way for me to look into the hole? Look... Is there really no... Do I maybe need a flashlight or something that... I mean... I do have some matches. I wonder if I can light a match. Although it'd make a nice fire, you'd better not. Is there seriously no way to make him look inside the hole? Can I feel inside the hole? Like in... No? Okay. Can I get the rock? Yeah, sure. You're that strong. Okay. I think... I don't have a very good ear for sarcasm, but I think even I recognize the sarcasm from the game in this case. Can I just move the rock? Yes, you'd like to, but you're simply not strong enough. Okay, that was a little bit less sarcastic. All right, let's see. What's this hole here? Oh dear. Oh dear. Now that's something you've always wanted. A deep, dark water grave. But it won't do any good in completing this game. Okay. I guess I should have anticipated that. It's kind of like... I think I've said something like this before, but you know, people complain that in games like this you can die, and people say that they don't like dying in adventure games. And I understand that if it's something completely unreasonable, if you die for something completely unexpected, that can be annoying, but I think it's reasonable that you die from walking into a hole in a frozen lake. That's probably not something the game should try to save you from in a contrived fashion. Okay, so we don't want to walk into the hole. Can we... Watch it, Mike. You don't want to fall in this cold water. That is true. Can I... You know what we do have is this fishing rod with instant bait. That means fishing until you drop. Can I fish till you drop? Okay, I guess I should have expected that. All right, can I just say fish? Yes, I can. And he actually casts his rod, and I don't even see the line because the white lines on the ice are probably concealing it. Too bad, Mike. No fish for you today. Can I try again? Is this kind of like King's Quest IV, where you just have to keep trying, you just fish and fish and fish until finally you catch a fish? Or is it really just one of those things? Oh, it is that like that. You just have to keep fishing until you catch a fish. Wait, look at that. That'll make a fine meal. Okay, well, we got a fish. Let's take a look at the fish. This fish looks quite delish. Okay, what is that pattern on the patterning on the fish is amazing. It looks like a tablecloth. Is there such a thing as a tablecloth fish? I'm not really not an expert on fish, so I'm not sure what sort of species of fish that might be. Hold on, let me save again because I'm wondering, can we eat the fish? What? Uncooked? That's a bad idea, Mike. All right, let's cook the fish. Okay, apparently we can't do that. All right, I think that's it. We can't go, still can't go up. We can't go down, and obviously can't go left because there's this... Oh. Whoa. I had just assumed that we couldn't go left because of that hole in the rock, but apparently we can actually just walk past the rock. I guess it wasn't blocking that path to the left after all. What's this? Watch it, Mike. The road ends here. Well, it's nice that you told me that, because otherwise I might not have noticed. I hadn't noticed that huge cliff that's there if you hadn't pointed it out to me. The big cliff provides an excellent view, though. Some nice flowers are growing at its edge. Okay. Can I pick the flowers, or is that going to kill me? I'm going to guess that this thing breaks under my weight. Yep, I kind of figured that. Oh, it actually go. Oh, it actually. Hmm. Man, that sure was a nice dive, Mike. You'll surely get a lot of points for that. Too bad you won't be there to collect the award. Um, that thing looks like it broke slowly enough that maybe I could actually grab the flowers from that ledge before. He literally just walks right over the rock. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to get the flowers. You carefully pick one of the delicate flowers and put it even as careful in your pocket. Don't. Oh dear. Is this one of those things where I just need to be fast? Do I just need to be fast about getting the flower and then quickly step back before that thing breaks under my weight? Or is this a puzzle where I have to find some way to... Hold on, let me try to save here again. I know I'm saving my game a lot suddenly, but that's what I do. Save early, save often. Alright, can I get the flowers from here? No. Alright, so let's try saving again. And... alright. There we go. I did actually successfully get the flowers. Snow star flower. The snow star, very rare, very beautiful. I wonder if... I have a little bit of worry that I might have somehow gotten myself stuck into a situation here by doing that, because you know how these games love to do that where, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if later on I need to come back and get another flower and now it's too late because that thing is going to break or something. I am just a little bit worried about that, and I'm actually tempted to check a walkthrough or something and see if I'm supposed to do that now, because it would kind of be unfortunate if I found out later that I got myself stuck because of that. But I'll take the risk. I mean, if it turns out that I really did in fact screw myself and can't for some reason I can't walk this way now. I can't. What? Hold on. Is that like a bug in the game that... Apparently it is. Yeah. He wasn't supposed to be able to go left from, he wasn't supposed, yeah, he's not supposed to be able to walk through the rock like that. Okay, I see. So I guess I'm not supposed to be able to go that way yet. It's just a bug in the game that for some reason it lets me walk through the rock, but now I can't go back. Well, that's annoying. Good thing I saved here. I'm going to guess that I am not supposed to go that way then. All right, let's go back to the station. We have a fish, which is quite delish. And, whoa! Whoa, what was that? What? Wait a second. Hold on, I'm gonna restore my game again because that went by so quickly I didn't even see what happened. There was somebody... Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the Eskimo, isn't it? like that music. It's another one of those scenes where it's a little bit. So, okay. It's kind of like, I mean, obviously the idea is that that's supposed to be the Eskimo and it's probably like a ghost or something that we just saw. This reminds me a lot of, again, I'm going to mention Yahtzee's game, 7 Days a Skeptic. There's that one scene in 7 Days a Skeptic where you walk out into the hallway and you see that woman who's supposed to be missing, and you just she turns and looks at you for just a moment, and you say her name. What's her name? I think it's Sandra, if I remember right. And you just see her, and your character just blurts out, "Sandra," and then she just walks into the elevator, and the elevator door closes, and that's it. That is one of the most awesome scenes that I've ever seen in any adventure game because it's just so powerful. It really hits you because it's like, hey, that's her, and she just walked away without saying anything. It's kind of like that here. It reminds me of that because you just see the Eskimo in the corner of the screen, and he's just there for a second or even less than a second, and then that's it. Boom, he's gone. And you know what you saw. I mean, we all know what we saw, even though, well, theoretically we couldn't have seen it. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and go inside the station. And I guess we can hang up our coat. We don't really need to. Actually, I'm curious. What happens if? Hold on. I think the game doesn't let you walk off the screen without your or with your coat. Yeah, wearing your hat and coat inside the station will make you look silly. So I can't actually try to walk around with them. All right. Now the question is, what would we do with a fish? Well, the logical thing to do, probably, would be to give it to Watson de Stove, the cook. But there's another character we've seen who would also like a fish. And actually, I think it's in Watson's room, if I remember right. Let's see. Watson's room then was all the way on the east side of the station. Those oil stains are gone now. All right. So if we go through the hallway here and continue to where the around where the kitchen was. I think it was this way. I think so, yeah. Let's check the map again. So we are. Oh, that's the place where we don't know yet. Okay, that's where we are right now. So we just go to the right. That's another hallway, and then if we go up from there, that's Watson de Stove's room. So let's go ahead and head that way. And then it should be right here. There we go. Remember this kitty? Snowflake's having a hard time catching the toy mouse. Well, cats love fish. This is a stereotype that I can affirm to be very true. Most cats, at least, really, really, really love fish. It's one of their favorite foods. Perhaps even their very most favorite food of all. So let's go ahead and do the logical thing and give the fish to the cat. Okay, you give Snowflake the fish. First he sniffs at it, then he carefully takes it from your hand. And did we kill him? It kind of looks like we killed the cat, but I think he's just busy eating the fish. It still says he's having a hard time catching the toy mouse, but actually the point of doing this was that now since the cat is busy with the fish, we can get the toy. Now Snowflake's eating the fish. He doesn't notice you taking his toy mouse. And yes, that is the toy mouse. And it appears to have some frost upon the top of its viewing window. All right. Okay, well, now that we've done that, let's see. There is something, of course, that we can do with the toy mouse. It's not just a toy, it's also a useful item in this game. But just before we do that useful thing, let's go ahead and get some more points. We don't actually have to do this. This is just a just for fun thing. Let's not forget to take our coat again. And go outside. And we can get another fish because this time we can give the fish to Watson to Stove, and he will give us, well, probably Watson doesn't give us points, but the game gives us points for giving the fish to Watson. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and catch another fish, and purely for the sake of fun and giggles and grins and getting more points in the game, let's go ahead and give that to Watson. Let's see, can I fish from up here? Oh, he automatically walks into an appropriate position to fish from. No fish for you today. I guess we just have to try 3 times again, or however many times it takes until we get a fish. Bingo! That'll make a fine meal. All right. Let's go ahead and take this fish back to... No Eskimo sighting this time. Somebody did mention, in response to my comments about the term Eskimo, I guess apparently Inuit, according to my viewer who posted a comment, Inuit is actually a specific tribe, and so Eskimo is the more all-encompassing term, and so perhaps the most politically correct term is Arctic Native, but that just sounds a little bit silly. It's kind of like saying, I don't know. That just sounds a bit silly to me, Arctic Native. I mean, I guess it's certainly a technically correct term. It's not really the kind of term that you can assail as being either discriminatory or inaccurate, but I think that might just be a bit excessive. Anyway, let's go ahead and give the fish to Watson. You give Watson the fish. Thank you, Mike. That'll make a nice dish for tonight's dinner. And there should be an apostrophe here. This is one of those cases where it's a reverse apostrophe problem. Usually the problem is that people inappropriately use apostrophes for pluralization, but here's a case where they should have used an apostrophe because this is a possessive, so there should be an apostrophe in that case. Anyway. Yeah, welcome, Watson. All right. Well, now that we've gone through that exciting, fun little sideshow, let's go ahead and do the thing that we actually got the toy mouse for. And that is, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to know this. Maybe you're just supposed to figure it out or guess it or something like that. But if you just say use toy mouse, yeah, you get the usual what in the toy mouse message, which is not very helpful, obviously. But through, I don't know how, but through some process of incredible thought deduction, you can eventually figure out that you're supposed to use the mouse here in the room that Frank Bates and William Mayfield share. I'll go ahead and save here just again. Highly secured bedroom. And let's go ahead and use the toy mouse here. And now, all of a sudden, the game understands exactly what we're supposed to do. We don't have to say use what with the what and the what. We just say use toy mouse, and the game knows exactly what to do. It just says okay and goes to work. You wind the toy mouse and release it just to see what happens, because surely there's no use for a toy mouse in this situation. Whee! Oh, here comes that tank. The robot, which was guarding Bates's bedroom, isn't able to follow the toy mouse. It malfunctions. Oh. Terminated. Let's look at the robot. It's smoking. You shouldn't do that. Smoking is bad for your health. Can we get the robot now? Leave it. It's too big and too broken, just like Microsoft Windows. Oh dear, I'm going to get sued for that, aren't I? They're going to file a lawsuit against me for... Oh dear, I shouldn't have said that. Why do I always have to open my stupid big mouth and get myself in legal trouble? This is the 3rd time this month. All right, let's go ahead and... All right, can we get some of the equipment? You don't feel like it. Usually the game says that it's not ours to take, but now the game just says you don't feel like taking all this high-tech equipment. Well, that's nice. All right, I guess now we can look in the suitcase, since the game did point out that there was a suitcase here on the floor. It probably contains luggage. correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's really accurate. I think the suitcase itself is the luggage, and what's inside it is not. I mean, that's what's inside a suitcase is not really luggage. It's or is it? I don't think so. I think luggage refers to the actual suitcase itself and what's inside. I don't know. Anyway, can we open the suitcase? Yes, we can. All right. You carefully open the suitcase, hoping for no more booby traps. In the suitcase, you find the photograph of Frank Bates. You still don't understand what Lisa McIntyre sees in him. And if we look at the photograph, we all know what that big gun is compensating for. Well, I think the less said about that, the better. Can we get the mouse again? You have no need for the toy mouse anymore. Okay. Well, we got what we came here for, which is that photograph of Frank Bates. And it's in color, too. For some reason, I was expecting it to be in black and white, but it's actually a nice color photograph of him showing off his large rifle. Now we just need to find Lisa McIntyre, and I think she was... Wait, was she? I'm so bad with directions, and the way that this game is laid out is somehow it confuses me, and I can't understand why. It's not even that confusing, but just for some reason I don't... All right, yeah, good. Here's Lisa. So, can we talk to Lisa? Oh, okay. I just give the photo to Lisa. Okay. You hand over the photograph of Frank Bates. Lisa takes it, looks at it, and a twinkle appears in her eyes.
That'll do just fine, Mr. Goodman. Here are my candles as promised.
How's your private seance coming, Miss McIntyre?
I sense trouble very soon, Mr. Goodman. Much trouble.
Sometimes Lisa McIntyre gives you the creeps. Okay. Did she actually, I think it actually did remove some of them, because I think she had more candles down here in the lower part of that circle, and now she's... Yeah, now her legs are completely exposed, whereas before I think they were kind of surrounded by candles, but anyway. All right, we got the candles. Just a bunch of candles. So what did Owen say that we needed? He said we need ashes, blood, and candles. We have all of those now. So I think we have everything that we need now for Owen's seance. But just before we go to the seance, let's go ahead and head in here. And do I need to talk to Frank Bates again? Oh, okay. Okay, I confess that I'm following the walkthrough, which is pretty readily found. If you just look up an Enclosure walkthrough online, there is a walkthrough that you can find pretty easily, and that I've been sort of reviewing before making each video, and so that's why I thought I had to talk to Frank again. But I guess because I already did that before, I don't have to again now. You remember when I had that big conversation where Frank got really upset at us, and then we kissed and made up, and he said, "Oh, I'm glad we're on good terms now. I'm glad we're friends now, and we resolved our differences and all that." So I guess I don't have to talk to him anymore. So, all right. Well, that means that now it is time for the seance, because once again we have all that we need for it. We have the ashes, the blood, and the candles. But since I've already been making this video for a little over half an hour, I wonder how long is the seance? Should I? Yeah, I should probably leave it for the next video. I don't want these videos to get too long. I'm making videos a lot longer. I remember when I started making videos, they were 10 minutes each because, well, they had to be, because back then YouTube videos were limited to being 10 minutes each. And now there's no time limit, but I don't want to make videos that are really ridiculously long. I think half an hour is already a pretty big time investment. I mean, that's more than, it's more than a television sitcom. I mean, television sitcom is typically like half an hour, and I don't want to expect everyone to invest that much time in watching my videos per week, because I'm not like a TV show. I'm just a guy making videos of adventure games. So I think Anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and save here. I'll just save as Got Candles, and I think that's it. We are done for now. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope that you are still enjoying, and I'm certainly enjoying myself. Like I said, I'm really having a blast playing this game. I think it's a great game. I really love these types of games, even though they're simple and even though they're certainly not very impressive in terms of the graphics or anything. I just love this stuff. I have fun with this kind of stuff. So I hope that you folks are having fun as well. Thanks again for watching, and next time we'll see the seance and we'll find out just what a seance really is, or at least what it means to this game. Until then, ta-ta for now, folks.